Namaste students. Today chapter 3 coordinate geometry we will discuss. So I will show the entire chapter as a PowerPoint representation. Please note on this PPT. Chapter name is coordinate geometry. The study of coordinate geometry was developed by the French philosopher and mathematician René Descartes. By using coordinate geometry, we can find the location of a point on a plane. For that, we draw two perpendicular lines from that point to two different directions. We are already familiar with the two number lines. One horizontal number line. This is horizontal number line. Left side of the horizontal number line will be minus numbers, negative numbers, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, middle 0, right side 1, 2, etc. And one vertical number line. Upside of this vertical number will be positive numbers, downside will be negative numbers, in the middle 0. So when these two number lines, that is horizontal number lines line and vertical number line, are joined together, are drawn together in a plane, that plane is called Cartesian plane. C-A-R-T-E-S-I-A-N, Cartesian plane. So this plane, the name is given in the memory of René Descartes, who has found out the Cartesian system and coordinate geometry. This is the Cartesian plane actually. So when you draw two lines, two number lines, the whole plane is divided into four parts. Each part is called quadrant, Q-U-A-D-R-I-N-T. This is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. This horizontal number line is marked as X, and here X dash. Upside you can see one small symbol, that you have to read it as X, X dash. Vertical number line should be read as Y, Y dash. So when these two number lines are drawn in a Cartesian plane, the whole plane is divided into four parts. Each part is known as quadrant. This is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Quadrant name we have given in this order: first, second, third, fourth. What direction is this? This is anti-clockwise direction. We start from here and going here and again reaching here. If you are going this way, it was clockwise direction, but we have given the name in the anti-clockwise direction. So this is known as a Cartesian plane. Now you can locate a point in a Cartesian plane. For example, there is a point A. How can you locate this point? Point is here. If you put the point here, first you have to draw. From this point you draw a perpendicular line to the x-axis, and from this point you draw a perpendicular line to the y-axis. Where the perpendicular lines meet on the x-axis and on y-axis, according to that we will tell the position of them. So now position of the point A is 3 on the x-axis and 2 on the y-axis. So we will say coordinate of A bracket 3, 2 from the given point. So now let us we have seen that point A, draw a perpendicular line towards the x-axis and then to the y-axis. Here the perpendicular line meets the x-axis at 3 and y-axis at 2. So the position of the point A is ordered by 3, 2. This bracket you have to read as 3.2, ordered by 3.2, or here the number 3, first number 3 is called x coordinate or abscissa, and the second number 2 is called the y coordinate or ordinate. See the spelling, coordinate coordinate, for ordinate ordinate. From this part, ordinate, this part only is used for y coordinate. The horizontal number line is called the x-axis and the vertical number line is called the y-axis. The point where the x-axis and y-axis meet is called the origin. The origin is marked as the point O, capital O. When two axes are drawn, the Cartesian plane is divided into 4 parts known as quadrants. I have already told this. Axis is if a singular axis is mentioned, we will call it as axis, AXIS, that is x-axis, this horizontal line, and y-axis, vertical line. When these two axes together we are pronouncing, it will be axis, plural of axis. So this is x-axis, x dash, in the middle O, origin. Here if the points on the x-axis, if you are observing the point coordinates of the point, these -2, 0, x is -2, y 0. Here -1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0. So you can see one thing common, the y coordinate or ordinate of all the points on the x-axis will be 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. All this will be, second number will be 0. On which axis? X-axis. On the x-axis, all the y coordinate of the points will be 0. That is an important thing to note. So if 0 is coming in the second part or as y coordinate, you have to think that, you have to understand that the point is lying on the x-axis. Next is, see, this is y-axis, y here, y dash here. So this point 3 coordinates, if you are saying 0, 3, 0, 2, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, -1, 0, -2. Every point on the y-axis, the x coordinate will be 0. See, all this will be 0. If 0 is coming in the starting, you have to think that that point is on the y-axis. How to plot the points on the Cartesian plane? That is a question. So here some questions is there. Plot the points A 4, 3, B -3, 1, C 4, 0, D -3, -2, and E 0, 2 in the Cartesian plane. So this is a Cartesian plane. You have to draw two axes, x-axis, y-axis. Always write x here, x dash here, y dash, and equal distance. Here unit also you have to see, 1 unit to 1 unit. So we in scale 1 centimeter, taking 1 centimeter as the scale, we can mark this unit. So positive x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Negative x-axis -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and is O, 0, O is the origin. This point is known as the origin, where the x-axis and y-axis intersecting, and positive y-axis is +1, +2, +3, negative y-axis -1, -2, -3, etc. For example, 4, 3 we want to locate, or we want to plot the point 4, 3. First, from x-axis 4, draw a perpendicular and reach up to the 3, where 3 is there on the y-axis. Join this. So this is the point A 4, 3. So this is how locating points on the Cartesian plane. Next, -3, 1. X-axis. First see the x-axis -3. Then 1 means positive y. So you should go upside where 1 is there. So plot the point B minus 3 comma 1. Next 4 comma 0. X axis 4 is here. Y is 0, so no need of going up or down on the same axis, x axis. Already we have learned if 0 is coming in the second, that will be on the x axis. So 4 0 is here only. This is the position C 4 0 on the 4 point 4 on the x axis. Next minus 3 comma minus 2. X minus 3 is here. And y minus 2. Y minus is coming in the downside. So minus 3 downside near to minus 2. Y minus 2 is here. So here we will put the point D minus 3 minus 2. Last E02. 0 is coming in the first, it will be on the y axis. So in this 02. 02. So this point is E02. So this is how points are marked on the Cartesian plane. See, on the first quadrant, both x and y will be positive, positive, positive. On the second quadrant, x will be negative, y will be positive. This is y positive part, x negative part. This is positive x-axis, positive y-axis. So both positive. Next, third quadrant, negative x-axis, negative y-axis. So both will be negative, negative. X also negative, y also negative. Fourth quadrant, it is third quadrant and this is fourth quadrant. X will be positive, y will be negative. So plus minus. So that is written here. The x coordinate or abscissa and y coordinate or ordinate of every point in the first quadrant will be positive. The x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive of every point in the second quadrant. The x coordinate and y coordinate of every point in the third quadrant will be negative. The x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative of every point in the fourth quadrant. So let's do exercise 3.2. Write the answers of each of the following questions. What is the name of the horizontal and the vertical lines drawn to determine the position of any point in the Cartesian plane? Already told horizontal number line. What is the name of the horizontal number line? Already you know, x-axis. Vertical number line, y-axis. So you have to write x-axis, comma, y-axis. Write the name of each part of the plane formed by these two lines. When two lines are formed, four parts are formed. What is the name of each part? You have to write. What is it? Answer is quadrants. Write the name of the point where these two lines intersect. X-axis and y-axis intersect at a point. What is the name of that point? The name is origin. You are right. Next question, second question. See the figure and write the following. So figure is there. This is the figure. So by seeing this figure, you have to write. What is the first question? The coordinates of B. Let us see the coordinates of B. Where is the B point B? B is here. You have to write the coordinates of B. First you have to see to the x-axis. On the x-axis, where it is coming? Minus 5. And then go to y-axis, where it is 2. So the coordinate of B will be minus 5, comma 2. You have to put bracket, minus 5, comma 2. Next question is coordinates of the point C. C is here. First see the on the x-axis it is 5 and y-axis it is minus 5. The coordinate of C will be 5 comma minus 5. Put a bracket and write 5 comma minus 5. Next the point identified by the coordinates minus 3 comma minus 5. Where is minus 3 comma minus 5? See x minus 3 y minus 5 identified by the point. What is the name of this point? The point name is E. You have to write the answer as E only. Next, the point identified by coordinates 2 comma minus 4. Where is 2 comma minus 4 coming? X2 is here, y minus 4 is coming here. So the name of the point is G. Answer is G. Then ordinate of the point H. Listen here, it is not coordinate, ordinate, O-R-D-I-N-A-T. Ordinate of the point H, only y coordinate. Ordinate means only y coordinate. H, y coordinate. On the y axis, what it is? -3. So answer is ordinate of point H is -3. Coordinates of the point L. Where is L here? This is L. L coordinates means both you have to. It is on the y axis. So first number will be y, 0, 0 and 5. So coordinates of L will be bracket 0, 5. Then the coordinates of the point M. What is the coordinates of the point M? M is on the x-axis. On the x-axis, second number will be y coordinate will be 0. So -3, 0 is the answer. So plotting a point in the plane, if it is coordinates are given. If you know the coordinates of a point, we can place the point in this plane. This process is called plotting the point in a plane. Let the coordinate of a point be 3, 5. Here the x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is 5. This is x coordinate, this is 5, y coordinate. So on the x-axis, take the point 3 and go up, or draw a perpendicular line to the x-axis at the point 3. When we reach the point 5 on the y-axis, stop. Mark the point by any name, say P. It is shown in the given figure. See, P. So 3, 5 we have to mark. So from 3, you have to draw a perpendicular. When 5 is there on the y-axis, you have to stop there. Then draw another perpendicular, then mark the point P. So this is how plotting the point. Then bracket, in bracket you can write the coordinates also. Put bracket here, 3, 5. Now one example, plot the following ordered pairs x, y of numbers as points in the Cartesian plane. Use the scale 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit on the axis. The points are x minus 3, y 7, x 0, y minus 3.5, x minus 1, y minus 3, x 4, y 4, x 2, minus 3. How we can mark or how we can plot these on the number line? For that you have to draw x-axis and y-axis. First point is 4, 4, x 4, 4. What was the first point? First point is minus 3, 7. So this is minus 3 and this is 7. So minus 3, 7. Next point, and you have to write ordered pair minus 3, 7. Next, what is the point? 0, minus 3.5. 0 means on the y-axis only, minus 3.5. Minus 3.5 is coming in between minus 4 and minus 3, exact middle. So this position, this is 0, minus 3.5. In here only, in this number line only, on the y-axis only, you have to mark this point. Then minus 1, minus 3. Minus 1 is here, minus 1, minus 3. On the go down where minus 3 is there. So minus 1, minus 3, this point, right? Minus 1, minus 3. Next 4, 4. This is x4, y also 4. This point is 4, 4. Then 2, minus 3. 2, minus 3. 2 is positive, y is minus 3 is negative. So y is negative and x positive and in the fourth quadrant. So this is how numbers are, points are marked on the Cartesian plane. Exercise 3.3. In which quadrant or which axis do each of the points minus 2, 4, 3, minus 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and minus 3, minus 5 lie? Verify your answer by locating them on the Cartesian plane. So by seeing this point, you have to say which quadrant or axis they lie. So answer minus 2, 4, x negative, y positive. You have to remember those four quadrant principle, x negative y x negative x-axis. X negative means negative x-axis you have to think. Y positive means positive y-axis you have to think. Negative x-axis this side, positive y-axis upside. So it is in the second quadrant. 3 comma minus 1. X positive, y negative. You think about a positive x-axis and a negative y-axis downside. Joining that it will be fourth quadrant. Minus 1 comma 0. When 0 is coming, you have to think. Second 0 is coming, it is on the x-axis. Then 1 comma 2, both are positive. Both are positive means x positive, y positive on the first quadrant. Minus 3 comma minus 5, x also negative, y also negative. Both negative in the third quadrant. So let us see it is correct or not. See minus 2 comma 4 in the second quadrant. 1 comma 2 in the first quadrant, minus 1 comma 0 on the x-axis, 3 comma minus 1 in the fourth quadrant, minus 3 comma minus 5 in the third quadrant. So this is the answer. Next question, plot the points xy given in the following table on the plane, choosing suitable units of distance on the axis. Minus 2x minus 2 y8, x minus 1 y7, x0 y minus 1.25, x1 y3, x3 y minus 1. So let us mark this point. 1 3 is x, first point was minus 2 comma 8, minus 2 a y8 here, this is the point minus 2 comma 8. Next minus 1 comma 7, x minus 1 y7 positive sign. So joining this point here you have to mark minus 1 comma 7. 0 comma minus 1.25. 0 means on the y-axis. 1.25 minus 1 minus 2, correct middle minus 1.5 will come. Again half of minus 1 and minus 1.5. This part here it will be 0 comma minus 1.25. This part, this point. 0 and minus 2, correct middle 1.5, and 1.5 and minus 1, middle of that, half of that, it is 1.25. Then 1 comma 3, both are positive, it is in the first quadrant, x1 y3, 1 comma 3. Next 3 comma minus 1, x positive y negative, fourth quadrant, x3 y minus 1. So this is the answer of that question. So with that we end the chapter. Okay, thank you for listening. So this is the end of the chapter 3, coding and geometry. Everybody should watch this video, write the notes, homework, exercise questions, all write and show me. Bye. Meet in the next video.